something's amiss when "What's wrong with you?" are the first words to greet the announcement of your latest love interest. As an unfortunate veteran of accidentally dating slews of less than spectacular men, the worst part about this aforementioned proclamation is not the shocking concern in which it was ultimately uttered, but my sad, sad response. What's wrong with you? Obviously, a whole hell of a lot. The thing is, this guy is nice. Genuinely nice, and it is throwing me for a really big loop. For one, he actually knows my name. Not like the last guy who, after 3 months of dating, still had no clue what it was. Celeste! Chelsea! Jacqueline! Hey, you! Unless, of course, he was hell-bent on getting laid, and then, miraculously, he got it right every time. Celeste! Yeah, he was a really big winner! Kind of like the guy who lived in a van. A minivan! Or the ex-boyfriend whose sardonic sweet talk of blissful "I love you, honey" suddenly morphed into the "oh, so much more endearing "hey, fucker, come here." Only now, there's Bart. Sweet, sweet Bart. Bartholomew, who relentlessly refused to be shot down. Even after I told him I wasn't interested. Even after I told him I wasn't interested 7 times. I sent him a message on Facebook to let him know. I told him that I was only interested in dating women. I told him that, actually, I wasn't looking to date anyone at all. I called him. I told him to his face. I let him know that I was flattered, he was really nice and all, but I just didn't think this was going to go anywhere. That I really needed him to stop pursuing me. Jesus Christ. I have got to get a little credit where credit is due. This boy does not take no for an answer, even after my 2nd Facebook attempt. Do you know what all this refusal was met with instead? Flowers and presents, painted portraits, discounted groceries, daily song dedications, and text messages ending in big, capitalized XO, XO. So you know what? I gave in. Yes, I might be dating a complete stalker psycho, and he doesn't even like to read. Unless, of course, for books about serial killers. And I mean, it is not his fault that up until last week, not only had he never traveled anywhere by plane, he had never even been to an airport. Ever. Or sent an email. Yep, that's right. I really don't know, so don't even ask. The only answer I have as to how a 29-year-old male who lives in one of the richest affluent cities, in the richest affluent countries in the world, has never sent an email by the year 2010 is that he has spent the last 29 of those 29 years of his life living under a rock. And it makes me wonder, this boy and I, we are only 2 years apart in age. We grew up in the same town. We were born in the same hospital. We have a few mutual friends, shared stomping grounds, compassionate childhood visits to sheltered animals at the Humane Society. We have both watched the sun rise in the east and the sun set in the west every single day. And yet, it is as if we are from 2 totally different universes. Until he caresses my head as I'm curled fetal position on my bed nursing a bad case of menstrual cramps. He kindly listens to the girly angst music I've subjected him to, which blares off Pandora through my chintzy computer speakers. He looks at me and smiles, and then whispers sweetly in my ear. I feel like we should be in an episode of Dawson's Creek. Only we should both be soaking wet, like we just came in out of the rain. My cat loves him. My cat loves the catnip toys that Bartholomew bought and brought over for him. And I love that although this jealous Neanderthal man might strangle me in my sleep one day, it is the television airwaves of the mid-1990s that bind us together in all its cheesy, preteen melodrama. Lord.